chicken. Now this is my version, and this is kind of Asian or Chinese, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna create my own version of dish, because that's what I do best. That's what I love to do. Once it comes in, guys, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, and remember to thumbs up the live, and involve in this lovely cuisine I'm going to share with you. All right, this is gonna go with some rice, so I always like to have my rice going. It's very important. I like to have my rice going. I'm gonna put my pot on, and I'm gonna put it very, very low. Thank you very much. EDC, what's up, man? You all right? Yeah, man, I'm all right. I'm just cooking up some stuff here. I'm hungry. This is what I do best. I like to create different dishes and stuff like that. So this dish here, I've never cooked it before, but it's gonna go the way I want it to go. We need some salt in the water. About an inch. I need an inch over this, because I want my rice very soft. All right, in this I'm gonna add some butter to this. Try to give it a bit of taste. Okay, so that should be all right. All right, so I have my rice here going. So I need to let that boil a bit. I want him start to boil. I will pop a lid on it afterwards. Yeah, so today I'm going to take a different approach. So we're going to wait until that start to boil up a bit. Thank you very much. Welcome, guys, welcome. All right. I'm gonna get a container. Let me finish. Because what I'm doing, I'm cutting these, separating these chicken from the bone here. So we're gonna do this a different way. All right, next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this in here and we're gonna season him. Okay, so the rice now start to cook now. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna cover the rice. Because we have a couple of things today is kind of an Asian dish we're working on, all right? So we're chicken in our bowl. Just wash my hand and my knife off. So watch this now. I have some season which I make up. You always heard I said I make my own season up. All right. So the chicken I'm making today, it's like a kimchi chicken. So we're gonna turn the chicken over. With that, you can season it a little bit after. All right, we're gonna go over with a little bit of the teriyaki and some of the yakiniku sauce. All right, we don't want much on this yet because I'm gonna create a sauce later on for this. I'm gonna get my olive oil. Thank you very much. And I'm gonna bring this up to temperature now. So this dish is gonna be lovely. All right, gonna marinate this over. So that's what it looked like. Just gonna give mine a wash. Duck lip. To cook the duck lip, I don't really cook duck lip. You have to go to these Botox people. So this is not really a Botox center, you know what I mean? So the duck lip thing, let's go to the Botox people and I will sort out the duck lip for you. All right, so now the pot is almost hot enough. We're gonna do this on a world-class level now. I'm gonna shut the door and I'm gonna open some of the window because I don't want to turn the extractor on. Thank you very much. No, not really. You know, the other day I go to a restaurant, me and my wife, and I'm not big fan of duck. For me to eat duck, the duck has to season it properly. You know, like you only see the texture, but you're not tasting it. That's its duck. Yeah, so I'm not really a duck guy. You know, like chicken and fish and stuff. That's me. Thank you very much. So you see with this, I want this to stay on that side for a little while. There's a couple things I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do probably a little bit of cabbage, but I'm gonna do the cabbage a little bit different. So we'll check this and see what's going on. Right, I'm gonna show you something. See that lovely color? That's what I'm looking for. What I'm gonna do now, I have a pan. I wanna pressurize it a little bit. But I have my lids. But that's personal preference anyway. But I like to cover it. So this is one of my favorite pots. While this is going, I'm gonna show you something because I have some meat. I want to utilize these meat. Thank you very much. Alright, so I need some onion. Okay, onion here. It's gonna be very interesting. Alright, so some onion there, some peppers and stuff like that. I'm gonna utilize all these. Alright, so I need a bit of this for the time being. And just watch this. I'm gonna make a lovely stir fry, and this is gonna come out of leftovers. So later when the boys then come home, they thought it's something fresh and nice. Look at that. See that? One thing I like to do with my meat, I like to give him a little bit of garlic. Adding a little bit of garlic make a big difference, trust me. Alright. Garlic in that. I'm gonna leave that. I love this pot. This pot is like pressurize everything in. Watch this. I'm gonna make a lovely stir fry, but be careful with certain things. Being a chef, experience is key, yeah? I'm gonna take this top layers off because you might see this top layer, but once you notice it, look like a little bit of paper, and this is very chewy. So I'm gonna get another pot and we're gonna sort out this stir fry. Alright, so we have our onion. Now I'm gonna go in with some courgette. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, thank you. Once it comes in, guys, thumbs up the live and feel free to like, share and subscribe. Alright, we have that. You hear the pot? You hear the pressure. I'll tell you, I love this pot. You hear the pressurization of this pot? Look at that. We're gonna turn him down a bit. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. I'm loving the color. Look at this. What I'm doing, I'm crisping it up a little bit, and then what I'm gonna do after, I'm gonna turn him again, and then we'll see if it's not cooked. We're gonna tip a little bit of water or stock in it, yeah? Bit of pepper. This one, you're not gonna see this one coming. We have some leftovers in the fridge. And I'm gonna turn a leftover into a lovely meal and show you guys. And this, you can have it with the rice. So you see, you have the rice, but different dishes. So we have some leftover roast pork. So when the boys come home and the girls. All right. We're gonna leave that. I'm gonna see if I find a little piece of garlic or ginger. Just a piece of ginger I need. Where is it? Because I don't want to cut. I'm gonna have to cut a piece of this big one here. Alright, I'm just gonna cut a piece of this. I'm gonna remove the skin. So we're taking the skin off this, yeah? I love the color on this, the exact color which I want. Look at that. You seen that? What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna create a bit of stock. Just gonna get some hot water. I want this to be nice and tender. So we're gonna create a little bit of stock in this. And be careful because you don't want this too salty. You want the meat do the work for you. I'm gonna tip a little bit of stock in this. What we want to do, we want to get this softened up and nice. We're gonna turn this back up. Soon I'll be swapping that. The rice, I'm gonna test the rice now. Alright? I'm a rice specialist, by the way. Alright, we're gonna turn that down. We can either do that, or being as that going, I'm gonna take out a saute pan. We're gonna lock down some things now. Okay? So the rice is there. We're gonna put that over that side. And then now, we're gonna work on our leftover, use our leftover and turn it into a meal. Okay? So we have that. So some of this garlic, I'm gonna use it because the sauce I'm gonna make, the Yakiniku sauce, I want to add a bit of ginger to it. So let me just cut up everything. All right, for this, we'll leave that there. So the Yakiniku sauce, I'm gonna put it in this. You see on this pressurizing? That's what I want. Don't play with this pot. Look at that. All right, so the ginger gonna go in that. We're gonna work on that in a bit. So now, turn that up. I'm looking now for my sesame oil. If I don't find the sesame oil, that's fine, I'll use something else. That's rice wine vinegar, rose water, vanilla. Okay, it's not there. Let me look over the other side. Okay, sesame oil. We're gonna lock this down now. Bit of soy. We're gonna bring that up to temperature. So this, I'm gonna cook this in different stage. Thank you very much. Good morning, Vima. Thank you very much. All right, we're gonna cook this in different stage. Yeah. You seeing this now? We're gonna saute off quickly. I want this to be hot. All right. Just watch this. If you notice something, the vegetables, it's a little bit more harder. That's what I put in that first. Just gonna get a spoon. Thank you very much. Once it comes in, guys, thumbs up the live. Remember, season everything, get your build up your flavor. That if somebody should ever come and try your vegetables, they taste good. We're gonna put these in now. We have some munch too. Okay. I'm looking for a little bit of soy, because I think I have a big bottle underneath here. Let me see which one is this. Oh, it's teriyaki. We'll put this over here. Alright, we don't want this overcooked. Alright, we're gonna set this aside now until this finish, because this is my main dish, you know. So that one is gonna be nice and cool. That's gonna go on top. That's gonna go on top of the rice. I had a meal at what I do when I eat somewhere, and if I'm not pleased, I come and compete back. I cook it back over. That's what I do. So with this, you can either leave them flat like this. Maybe I'll do so. We'll see what happens. I want to cut them at an angle rather than julienne them. So this time in this, I'm going to use a bit of olive oil. All right, we're gonna put this in. If you notice, I cut them very thin. This is why sometimes when it comes to food, I'm very fussy. So as simple as this, if you should try this, you will enjoy it. When I finish with it, you will enjoy it. Okay? All right, let me just rinse my knife off a bit. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. It is. All right, so whatever I finish with, this I finish with this. What I'm doing, I'm turning up the gas on this. I want to get this nice. I'm going to put some flavor in this also. When we finish with this, you're going to think I'm a Chinaman. Turn the flavor up on that. Here, a bit of chicken. We're just gonna chop that in. We're not throwing anything in the bin. Alright, this almost there, trust me. This is a star of the show here. I want him to cook through. Yeah. Want to catch some flavor in this, alright? When I finish with this, you let me know how I'm doing by hit that subscribing button. Alright, we're gonna put a little bit of teriyaki. Now this is all personal preference. It's a pinch of soy. Watch this now. We're gonna keep at that bowl. You seeing that? Look how lovely that is. Next thing I'm gonna work on, we're gonna put this in the bowl. The same bowl, we're gonna put it back in. Now with this, if you want a little bit of chili flakes in this, just go for it, yeah? This is what I do when I'm cooking. I think. And meanwhile, I'm cooking. I'm enhancing my skill. Okay, I'm just gonna clean him up a little bit around the edge. Okay, and look at that lovely pork dish. Next thing we're gonna lock down now is some sauce. Remember I said I want to build some sauce for this chicken. All right, just watch this. Garlic, not garlic, I mean ginger. A little bit of ginger in that. And I want some garlic in this. Just gonna cap my flavor. I'm working on a flavor at the moment. This I'm just toast them off a little bit. Add some pepper to this. Okay. We're gonna put a bit of the yaksu sauce in. Some teriyaki. Bit of soy. Always remember to taste. Very important. All right. See our chicken over there? Thank you very much. There's a peanut. No, no peanut sauce. I don't, to be honest, I don't like peanut sauce. Peanut sauce is like, like sometimes nasty. Okay. When I'm cooking, this is what I do. You know, I kind of cook different from many people. See this? The jus of this chicken, we use that in our sauce. See that? Normally, I want this a little bit thicker. I like to, when I'm doing something, I want to finish it properly. I don't like to leave it. I learn as a chef. You're doing something, doesn't matter how long it takes. Finish it off. Finish it off and do it properly. All right, we have a little bit of stock in here, but I don't need all of it. I'm just gonna throw away some. And we're gonna go in with some thickener in that. I'm gonna use a little bit of cornstarch. And meanwhile I'm doing that, I'm just cleaning up here a little bit. All right, make some space. All right, we're gonna thicken this a little bit. And you see this bag here? Some gold dust inside there. Just gonna go with a little bit of corn flour. I don't want a lot. I just want a little bit of I don't like to leave things. See, when I'm cooking, I'm in my zone. To be honest, I'm zone out. It's like I'm going for it. Focus. Okay, you might saying how thick you want this. I want this to coat actually the back of the spoon. All right, we're gonna plate him up now. All right, we're gonna let him cook out a little bit. Just want him bubble a little bit. Okay, while I'm bubbling, you notice I have some spring onion here, some lovely spring onion washed. I'm gonna cut them to an angle. I'm gonna show you something in a bit, what I mean. So that means you can't say you don't learn something. When I mean coat the back of a spoon, you seen this? That's what I mean. When a chef said the sauce must coat the back of a spoon, should coat the back of a spoon, that means you have a good consistency. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna plate this. All right, that there. I need to get that in a different container. So how we're gonna plate this? It's gonna be simple. All right, the first thing what I wanna do, I want to get my chicken set up. So I'm using a different knife. Just going to rub this once or probably twice. half of it rice. Okay. So I'm gonna go for the bigger one here. Which one is a smaller size? So we're gonna turn him like that. So I don't like to cook and it's boring. I want to cook and it makes sense. All right, the rice, you can just put this anyhow on the plate. We're not gonna do no fancy stuff today. This is just simple. Guys, once you comes in, hit that like buttons and subscribe to the channel. All right, watch the rice. Yeah, there's a couple things I can do, but I'll see how it goes. But one of the things I don't want to just splash it out all over this. If I did have a oval bowl, that's in the other side, but I don't want that. So we're not gonna waste time. We're not gonna waste any time. I'm going to a restaurant the other day, in a Chinese restaurant. What I do, if I go somewhere and it doesn't please me, I come home and I'm going to sort it out, guaranteed. All right? So I'm going to spread this out. Remember something when you're serving food like this. The plate inside is for the chef and the customer. The outer side is for the waiter or waitress. All right. What's this? What I'm going to do? Either need a spatula. Get my spatula. We're going to lift this. That's why I cut this. We're going to bring him across like this. This is just going to sit on the side here, like that. Okay. This is why I said I want the sauce thick. This is how this serve. This need to go over this. Just a little bit around the edge here. But we're not going to make it too much. Okay. And our spring onion. Over here, we have some topping. This is called a bowl topping. I want it on the bigger side. Let's have some sesame seed and stuff like that in. And there you have it, guys. Lovely katsu chicken. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do find value in this content, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'm sure you enjoy this, and soon I will try this. I'm not going to eat off everything here because I'm a big guy, but I eat often, but I eat less. Sometimes I can eat 5-6 times for the day, but the portion, they're not that big. All right. Going to give you a close-up shot, And I'm going live later again because I'm not sure what I might cook otherwise, because I have some bottle here and I need to make some ginger. I make some ginger and lemon shot because ginger and lemon, they're so expensive. So later I'm going to show you how to make some ginger and lemon shot. That means you can stop buying and just make your own because it tastes better. No preservative. Look at that. And normally this is what I have. I have something like this. Yes, not yesterday. I think Saturday, and it's okay. And that cost me, I think, £14 in the Chinese shop. And this one here, you'd pay about £18 for the bowl. When you have it with rice, it's cheaper. So remember to thumbs up the live, guys. And those of you just coming on, welcome to the channel. I appreciate your time and effort. So this is how I make my lovely meal. And this meal is called katsinto chicken. All right. So I will put that in the description for you guys. Otherwise it's yakinsu. So that's the right pronunciation, yakinsu chicken. Thank you very much. Appreciate. Thank you very much. All right. So I'm going to enjoy this because normally Tuesday, I'm very busy on Tuesday. I'm going to prep for the food truck now. I have a lot to do. I have coleslaw to make, some beef patties, some dough, some cake. So I'll probably not go to bed till maybe 12 o'clock tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Edith. Washington, yeah man, peace be. Thank you very much, Alfred. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if my wife wake up. I think she's sleeping. So we're gonna enjoy this. So peace be unto you all and enjoy the rest of your week, okay? And remember to like, share, and subscribe.